The cat is out of the bag. The Joker did appear in The Batman. We had the scene of the Joker consoling the Riddler at Arkham Asylum, encouraging him to get up and try again and offering him friendship. And I know that this is a scene that's had mixed responses from the people I've talked to. A lot of my friends have kind of said that they really didn't like the scene as it felt like that sort of obligatory sequel tease that you get in a lot of comic book movies these days. It felt very Marvel. But Matt Reeves himself has said that this wasn't necessarily a tease of things to come, so much as it was a piece of world building, but I don't know how much of that is lip service. You never know with these things. It does appear that Matt Reeves does still have some plans for the Joker going forward. So I, for one, kind of in the past expressed that I don't feel the need to have the Joker in the Matt Reeves Batman trilogy. I'm perfectly happy for us to focus on other villains. And I think that what we've been shown in this first film is a really strong offering of villains that aren't the Joker. I think they did an amazing job with the Riddler, Penguin, Falcone. And I've got my own ideas for villains that I would like to see in the sequel, which I will make a video on at a later date. But the Joker has been such a large part of previous Batman iterations that I didn't feel it was truly necessary to have a Joker in the Batman universe unless they were to do a really nice job with him and bring something new to the character. At the end of the day, I'm not going to object to seeing the Joker again if he's done well. It's just that recent versions of the Joker have proven disappointing in my opinion. I thought that Jared Leto did a fine job in the Snyder Cut, but I really didn't like his Joker in the 2016 Suicide Squad film. Joaquin Phoenix I thought put forward a good performance, but I just wasn't sold on him being like the Joker, you know? But it was mainly just down to being that version of the character, and a lot of fans did speculate, could that Joker be a precursor to the Matt Reeves Batman universe? And obviously not. Anyone that's seen the film will be able to say that, yeah, that Joker we saw at the end was not Joaquin Phoenix, and it is in fact Barry Keoghan. So they're definitely going for a younger actor this time. And this was heavily rumored before the film's release as well, with a lot of different potential leaks and such. Now in the film we did get a slight look at him, but we didn't get to see much. You could just see a tiny bit of the side of his face through like this window, but we never really got a clear look at him. But it did turn out that there was a deleted scene of Batman with this universe's Joker, and thanks to the Radar Alada website, which great piece of marketing by the way, very immersive, we finally get the deleted scene of Batman and the Joker. And it is nice to get a tease of the kind of Batman and Joker dynamic to come, and you definitely get the sense that these two know each other. Now, when I saw Barry Keoghan's performance as the Joker in the actual film, in the very brief scene we got, I thought there was just too little to judge. Nothing there was bad by any stretch, it was all fine. As soon as we heard his voice, before he even started saying things about clowns and such, I was like, that's probably the Joker. He sounds very Joker-y. And then we, of course, hear his laugh, and yeah, I was like, that's a pretty good Joker laugh right there. Definitely made it his own, but it still feels like a Joker laugh. It's, okay, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. It's better than Jared Leto's Joker laugh, and that's, like, where the bar is at. As long as you're better than that, you're good. There was the rare occasion where the laugh was fine, such as the helicopter scene, and yeah, it was better in the Snyder Cut, but just, I'm not sold on the Joker just going, like he's some kind of pitch-down seagull. How the fuck that was the laugh they decided to go with, I will never understand. So in this scene here, Batman is going to the Joker for intel on the Riddler. He's going to him for help. Now, ultimately, this scene wasn't necessary, and neither was the one they chose, so I can understand why it was cut. At the same time, though, I do think that this is a better incorporation of the Joker into the film, and I would be intrigued to see it as part of the film, see where it falls into place. Obviously, this is before the Riddler gets caught, so this wouldn't be too far down the line. I'm guessing they wanted to save the Joker's cameo for the very, very end, but here we definitely get a better feel for Barry Keoghan's performance in the role, although we do not get a very clear look at him until the very end. We mainly see him through this very blurry glass here, so he's pretty much obscured by that, but you can make out parts of his design. You can make out his green hair and his big red lips. You can see shots of the back of his head, and this guy is fucked up. You can see that he does not have a full head of hair. His hair's very patchy, it's got lots of bald areas. It's like he's just been tearing out at it, and like the head underneath is very red raw and scarred. Just the way the hair is done definitely does give me vibes of Gotham's Joker, where all he really had left of his hair were these little wisps and strands. And that was a design choice that I thought worked really well. Here he obviously has a little bit more of his hair, but it's all spiked up, which I'm pleased to see because I do prefer when the Joker has short and spiky hair to when he has the long sort of mop hair that is generally more popular, admittedly, but I still prefer something more akin to the classic. And that's kind of a bit more in line with what they appear to be doing with this. I mean, I'll also say this, you can easily make out the Joker's overall design through that blurred glass, and you can actually see bits of his reflection where you can see a clearer look at his eyes, and yeah, this is a very fucked up, very damaged individual right here. Now, the Joker seems to very much enjoy the dichotomy between Batman and the Riddler, and I think maybe part of the reason this scene was cut is because it does spell out their dynamic perhaps just a little too much, their similarities to one another, how the Riddler may be even more self-righteous than Batman is. So yeah, I get it. It does kind of spell things out and oversimplify things, which in some ways actually makes me glad that this was cut and saved as just a thing that we get to see after the fact. And yeah, I think seeing it in this context, not only that, but actually kind of earning it, having to go through the riddles on the rather elaborate website in order to see this, I thought that was actually a really clever way of doing this. And a great way of us being able to kind of interact and explore this film even after we've seen it. It's also just nice to have a scene of Batman and the Joker sitting down together and chatting. And there's definitely an implied sentimentality from the Joker towards the Batman himself, which is just really great to see as well. I much prefer that dynamic over, oh, I just want to fucking kill the guy. Like, the characterization of the Joker here is on point, and it is implied that he is a very clever guy. Then at the end, just as Batman is about to leave, in true Joker fashion, he kind of tries to relay to Batman that maybe Batman's got a sadistic side as well, that he deep down feels like the Riddler's victims deserved it too. Before we get the Joker's iconic cackle, and yes, Barry Keoghan absolutely nails the Joker's laugh here. Not only that, but it's in this moment that we finally get our first clear look at Barry Keoghan's Joker, so now we're going to talk a bit about his design. Now, no, we don't get a look at any kind of iconic purple suit or white suit or any of that business. We just get a straightforward Arkham cellmate outfit. But we do get to see what his overall makeup and appearance looks like still. Like the Batman himself, there definitely appears to be quite a bit of Lee Bermejo inspiration here, in how he's got these very defined facial creases. I mean, okay, admittedly Barry Keoghan does have those anyway, but they're very accentuated here. Not just that, but he's also got those puffy, bloodied looking lips. But it also feels like the way his skin looks feels very Arkham City, like he's got that Titan damage and he's covered in those burns and boils. But that paired with the very wispy, patchy hair definitely gives me a lot of Gotham finale Joker vibes as well. This is definitely another very monstery, horrific, ghoulish take on the Joker, which I'm really pleased to see, as I much prefer the disgusting Joker over the sexy one. Also, just how stressed and strained his eyes look remind me a lot of the Joker's appearance in Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on a Serious Earth. So we've got a lot of that classic Joker iconography in there. The hair is very obviously green, he's got the big red lips, but I don't think they've gone for the white bleached skin or white makeup. Whether they will do that later down the line, I'm not sure, but I'm not even sure if that's necessary here, given how ghoulish he still already looks. I mean, I'm kind of feeling like the white skin might not even be that important on the Joker anymore, as just the smile alone and the green hair through the glass were enough to make this immediately recognizable. It is nice to see that once again, while we are getting a reinvention, it does retain a lot of the comic booky sensibilities of the Joker's appearance. And I'm really happy with what we're seeing here. It's about time we got a very monstrous looking Joker in the DC films, and here we have it. So those are my thoughts on Barry Keoghan's Joker in The Batman. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, but also let me know what your favorite and maybe least favorite Joker designs are as well. And until the next time, guys, get out of here. So what do you guys think? If you enjoyed this video and you want to support more like it, be sure to hit that big, beautiful subscribe button. And of course, in the description below are links to different social media feeds, including the Patreon. If you're feeling extra generous, like the following people, who are JK Strife, Marcus Ward, Sirius the Skeptic, Biotinarts, Mr. SP, David 20 Covers, Sergio, John Comey, Shodin, George is Lost, Legendary Ray Ray, Cheesemaster769, Adam Myers, and Fayalan Schwarzentraub. Thank you guys, you are the best of the best, but as for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.